I'm representing John Valentine, and his grave would be just across the road. Very simple little stone, and if we all did as much as he did in his lifetime, we could change the world in just a little bit. He died at age 46 from a heart attack, and he was born in 1910. He died in 1950, or that's when his obituary is. And so he had a very interesting life. His dad had been a lawyer. He became a lawyer. He went to Iowa State. To get his law degree. He graduated from Centerville High School in 1922, and he came back to practice with his dad in what was known as Valentine and Vermillion. You might recognize the name Vermillion. And then Vermillion died, and his dad waited for him to get out of law school, and he came back and he practiced with his dad. And then pretty soon his brother came along, so it's known as Valentine, Valentine, and Valentine. Until 1937, when his dad died, and it became known as Valentine and Valentine. And it was that way until Bob Greenleaf joined the group in 1947. Well, in I can't tell you the date, but I'll tell you the age. He was 29, and he was voted into as an Iowa senator representing Appanoose and Davis counties. And he was the youngest. They called him the kid because he was so young. And of course, when you think about it, he was really elected right about the time of the Depression. And he's had some very difficult times and responsibilities as the kid. He was also known, now I don't know if this has to do with his physical attributes or what, but he was known as Brick Valentine. So use your imagination. I'm not sure exactly what Brick Valentine looked at. One of the things, they said as soon as he got in there in 1933 at age 29, he had wonderful leadership skills. They said that he climbed the ladder of political success, and he was a party leader, and he got some laws passed, which I thought was kind of amazing, at this time when the Depression. The state sales tax, income corporation tax, income taxes, and a bank moratorium act. And he also did a key reorganization of the state government. Don't they do that often? And the governor thought he was such a good guy that they decided they would appoint him to the Iowa State Tax Commission. And he was, he was only in his mid-30s at that time. Then he quit the next year and he ran for lieutenant governor. At that time he ran separately, he didn't run as a team. And he was elected, and he was a Senate Majority Leader, and they said that was pretty tough because Iowa had always been a Republican state and he was a Democrat. So that was kind of unique. Well, he only did that for 1 year, and then he quit, and he was appointed the U.S. District Attorney by Franklin Roosevelt. By this time, it's 1940. In 1941, the war starts. He volunteers for the military. He travels around the world on merchant ships as an armed guard. He becomes a lieutenant commander eventually, and he's only in the military maybe 3 years. He comes back to Centerville, and he goes ahead and continues with his business. And while he's doing that, he's also become the director for Iowa Southern Utilities. He has become a director for Iowa's Trust and Savings Bank. He's been in the Elks Lodge, the Rotary, the Eagles, the Veterans, American Veterans, Foreign Veterans, President of the Country Club, and the list is so long I've never seen such a list of anybody that could possibly belong to all of that. And then while he was working one night in 1946, he had a heart attack, and he finally was, everybody thought he was on the road to recovery and everything, but in 4 years then he died. But he was, they said he had a personality that could accomplish anything, and that's a good time to